Well, my name is Nikki Lejeune. I am class of 2017. And I became interested in veterinary medicine when I was about 4 years old. And I decided that I wanted to be a supermodel, but that wouldn't pay the bills. So I would be a vet on the side. And then as I got older, I really liked science and I really liked animals and working with people. And so I felt like veterinary medicine was the best fit for all of those things that I really enjoyed doing. My interest now that I'm in veterinary medicine is mixed animal practice or even food animal. It kind of changes weekly depending on what the professors are talking about. But I really like food animal. I like the medicine that goes along with the large animals, the farm animals, and I really like the people that work with them. The animals aren't really pets anymore. They're a means of livelihood for people, and so I really think that's cool. To prepare for vet school, I started volunteering at animal shelters and wildlife rehabilitation centers when I was in middle school. I got to feed baby birds in the spring when they got rescued after falling out of their nests, and fed them until they were old enough to go back out into the wild. I did work for Habitat for Horses, went and took care of horses that had been reclaimed from owners who had either abused them or neglected them. I also started shadowing at veterinary clinics. My high school actually offered job shadow days where they sent all of the students out and we all got to spend a day shadowing professionals who were in careers that we thought we might like. So I started doing that in high school. And then in college, I started to join organizations like the American Medical Student Association for all sorts of medical professionals. And I did collegiate FFA, and I was an animal science major. So I got a lot of really good hands-on experience with livestock. So I really enjoyed that. As far as advice I could give for people who were thinking about a career in veterinary medicine is that it's very difficult, but it's also really rewarding. And if you work hard enough, you can do it. It means a lot of long hours studying, but it's definitely worth it in the end. I would also say start early. When you apply for vet school, you can log all of the hours that you've done with any sort of animal experience, whether that's volunteering or actually working at a vet clinic. And so I'd say start early and record everything you do. So when you start to apply for vet school, you have all of those hours logged and it makes it a lot easier. Some of my experiences in vet school, besides the long hours in class, most recently I got to go with the student chapter of the American Association of Bovine Practitioners. We have herds that A&M owns and the students get to practice on. So we went and did herd work, and I actually got to castrate some calves, and that was really cool. We also did vaccinations and we did ear tags for pest control. It was a lot of fun. Some strategies for studying and time management. I was pretty bad at it at first. I did really, really poorly my first year of vet school. I failed our first round of tests, so I definitely learned from my mistakes. We were encouraged when we came into vet school to make a schedule. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you spend 2 hours here on this subject, 2 hours on this subject, and then Tuesday, Thursdays, you spend 2 hours here and 2 hours here. And I didn't do that at first. I would go home and study for like an hour and then go, okay, it's time to watch TV now. So definitely had to restrict TV watching, but I started to reward myself. So I said, hey, if I get an A on this test, I get to go on this trip, or if I get an A on this test, I get to buy that dress that I've been looking at online for ages. And that really seemed to help, because then I got to celebrate with my successes, and then when I didn't meet those requirements, I could figure out, okay, how can I do this better next time? And any advice for success in college and vet school? Get to know your professors. They're really accommodating. When they know you've been working really hard, they're more willing to help you because they know you're putting in the time, they know you're putting in the effort, and that you're dedicated. And find friends who are either in the same field as you are to help you stay on track, or just friends who are really motivated. Surround yourself with people who are aiming for success, so that way they can help you along the way, and with their successes they can bring you up to your successes. So yeah, that's it.